The United States election, specifically the primary process, lasts significantly longer than any other country in the world. To recall, the last two elections in the U.S. began around 21 months before the official election. Longer election process generally means that more money is going to be needed to prolong the campaign. $2.4 billion was spent on the last campaign alone, and it doesn't help the fact that voter turnout rates were just below 50%, or just above 50%. Besides low voter turnout, a longer election season also contributes to more times current elected officials are drawn away from doing their designated jobs. In order to resolve the grueling length of the primary system, the U.S. should implement spending restrictions on the campaign process to help minimize the time taken. To go even further, the U.S. could adopt mandated election length restriction similar to the one implemented in France. This will not only help Americans save time and keep them from hearing the useless banter, but it will also save the candidates running for office more money, and it can also contribute for the voters to vote based on policy rather than their feelings. A shorter primary process would also minimize the influence of big business on candidates. A longer primary process length does not necessarily mean that there will be a better understanding in the candidate's agenda. It's evident in our last election, conversation about policy seemed almost very minute in comparison to the real issues that the more prominent policy issues that needed to be addressed. And as far as the claim that we are stuck between the fatigue of being informed as opposed to not being informed at all. We shouldn't be stuck between these two options. There should be a middle ground that allows Americans to be informed while simultaneously able to keep their sanity. A shorter election process will encourage candidates to share their goals more efficiently and productivity while saving them both money and time. The world needs less argument and more solution.